what you talking about. There's no something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
We're going to set it.
Looking to throw right away. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Now Darnold. They'll get this one to Watkins. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Motioning Watkins right. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
From the red zone now. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 28-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. He's looking deep once again. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Able to hit Palmer, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. First and 10, Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
That's more of the catch out left. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
On second down, Robinson. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Watkins, the motion man here. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And he's out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Could make the connection. Was looking for Lat McConkey. So 2nd down coming up.
Go Lion.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf. Incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. Herbert to throw once more. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So that brings up second down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
This will be caught by Watkins. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by Deion Henley. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Darnold looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
We go set. Ready. Go ready. Reset.
Throwing here, Darnold. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Second and 10 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. We will not. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now Herbert again. Got a man. Palmer has it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. On target to Dobbins. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no, coaches say stay out there. We're going for 2. It's Herbert once more. And this is caught, and that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7.
Falcons 7.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Yellow lady. Here we go, yellow lady. Set.
Throwing from the gun. Looking for a target. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Set. Ready. Yellow lady. Set.
Darnold now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Yellow lady. Set.
To throw, here's Darnold. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Set. Set.
Hauled in left side. And he gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front.
Has a hole left, room to run. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, up at midfield. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Go.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Set.
Running back sent in motion. Complete out to the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
It's an LA touchdown. That gives him a marked distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year. And it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. The Chargers trust in their offense. They're going for two again. Herbert throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, he looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that two-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Darnold. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. He's got it inside the 25. That goes for 36 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold to throw. The throw is caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Robinson. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield left.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. 3 yards on that carry. That leaves him facing 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time. One of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Throwing now, off play action. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot? Ready?
Herbert out of his end zone. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And that's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yo, lady. Yo, lady. Red 80. Here we go, son.
Darnold. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing here, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Yo, son. Red 80. Yo, lady. Yo, lady. Yo, lady. Hey, son.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Son. Hey, son.
He'll throw it yet again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Yo, red 80. Yo, lady.
They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here we go, son. Yo, lady. Yo, red 80. Hey, son.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He lofts it deep left. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Atlanta. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons push the lead to 2 scores now. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, that window was open downfield, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
21. Go. Why did they hop?
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Brought in right side. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they have third and short.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On third and 2, Herbert. On the move, headed right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A quarterback clock. It is so important to play in the position and playing it efficiently. You got to know, you got to have that clock in your head because that's enough time in this league to get rid of the ball. That's a lesson this QB's got to learn.
He puts some power. He's got it inside the 10. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? And gets him the first on fourth down.
Go. Set. Ready.
From the red zone now. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. It's second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to.
And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers make it a one-score game before halftime. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to just 2.
Chargers 21.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. One last play before the break. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Ready. Set. Still waiting. Ready. Still waiting. Reset.
One final shot before halftime. He lets a heater go deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's completed right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Herbert on first down. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chargers take the lead right away in half number 2. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers jump in front now by 5.
Falcons 23.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go set. Ready. Reset.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Second and 7.
Go set. Reset.
Now Darnold. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Set.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. He's going deep this time. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Falcons are going to take over after the interception.
I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Here's Darnold. Searching. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 26-yard line.
Set. So 80. Red 80. Reset.
Trying again, following the sack. He fires one deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that 2nd one far bigger than his 1st when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Rager with the return here. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
And they don't get the snap away in time. This is going to move them half the distance. So the defense... decline the penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Throwing from near his own goal line. Hauled in by Dobbins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Set. 80. Set.
Herbert. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. On target to Dobbins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
It's Herbert once more. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert throwing again. Incomplete beyond the marker. Down the left sideline he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Dobbins takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a third-quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers jump in front now by 5. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go, Sam. Here we go, yellow lady. Let's go, red lady. Hey, Sam.
Darnold looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here we go, Sam.
First and 10 from the 41.
Yellow lady. Hey, Sam.
To throw, here's Darnold. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Red lady. Sam. Yellow lady. Red lady. Hey, Sam.
Throwing here, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Groupie sends it through. And that trims the lead to just a couple.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
59.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
1st and 10, Herbert. And they pick him off again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
We go side. Hey, side.
Another carry for Robinson. And they bring him down around the 34. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yellow lady. Side.
Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Hey, side.
2nd and 10 now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Red 80. We go side.
Darnold now to throw. Pitts brings it in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Red 80.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
We go side.
That one's complete to London. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Go side.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons jump in front now by 5. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They kick the running back in motion. Back to the air, Herbert. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the red zone now. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown.
Complete to Josh Palmer. Touchdown, LA.
Crucial moment of the game here as the Chargers try for 2. Herbert to throw once more. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
We're going to start. Ready? Still waiting. It's up.
Here's Darnold to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Play action on 1st down. To the sideline and secured by London. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
He'll throw it. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and were able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. one more snap before the 2-minute warning. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
We go side.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Side. Side.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Go side.
Looking to throw. Got a man. It's London. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Got to hurry this to the line.
Go 80. Go red 80. Red 80. Red 80. Go 80. Right side.
Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a...
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in the bottom for my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil went walking my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers from the seeds that I've sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't ask me. Oh hell no. Yeah, my city so damn long. Just still don't notice me. Sound next. Oh yeah, next. I'm at they neck. Running up the check. See you back home. Come between us again. I know we're better than friends. I took the Queen's Gambit. Showed around my friends. Try to pick some energy up. It don't matter. I know you never moved on if you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied all night long. What you mean I changed? I'll stay the same. Have me losing my mind. City is mine. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't let me. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna baby.
Count me in still up.
The broken glass of a bottle makes a jagged rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my road, at the end of my road. So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so
Ready, set. Ready, set.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. But my body is flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Ay, ay, ay. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like me, the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day.
Your sensation, my fixation. Ay, ay, ay. Your sensation is my fixation. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil ain't walking my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from me, oh me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps was knocking, but I just stayed home. I ain't picking no flowers for the season I'm soon. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the ride at the end of my road. At the end of my road, I need some.
that's how I be happening. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback. Tell me.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my road, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. That the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
That's how I be happy. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud. Put it on for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shiny. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shiny. Like the Magnolia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16. Renegade on the make it. Buy a trees, no love, I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random needs. The sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shiny. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shiny. Like the Magnolia.
but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past, I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse first. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that, nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shine. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warlins, real shine. Like the Magnolia, city in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shine. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warlins, real shine. Like the Magnolia, city in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow. And everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new Rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
forever, forever, forever.
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new ain't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow.
Ready, go!
Say less. Say less.
Come on.
'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less.
Here we go, Jack.
Say less. Talking so fast, slowing us down. You need that love at first sight.
Okay, ready?
Should I walk over again? 'Cause I don't know if I could survive. You took all my oxygen.
Let go.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that.
Go. Ready?
That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Say less. Say less. Talking so fast, slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Say, baby. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking so fast, slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
The road when you walking, you rest your hips to the talking. You leave with me, no options. Say less, say less. Stop the room when you walking, you rest your hips to the talking. You leave with me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Say less.
That's how I be happening. Just for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In them dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like the Warnings. Real shine. Like the Paranoia. Yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16. Renegade on a make it. Buy a trees, no love, I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, came with no randomness. The sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In them dirty apartments, stay shiny. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro, give me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse first. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shy. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shy. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation. Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Ford Field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with the man from Marshall, Rasheen Ali. And it's a positive start, a gain of 5 to get things going. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll go again here with Henry. He'll get this across midfield, down to the 48. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this
a throw right side is intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football at their own 40.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Right to the air, here's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens 3-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with Ali.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll go once more with Ali. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Another try with Ali. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Here's third down and a few inches. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. A gain there of 15. First down, Baltimore.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Jackson now on second down. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Again, it's Jackson. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. Ravens now going to use their final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? Now Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Williams now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A gain there of 20. Good for a Lions 1st down. That's quickly out to Williams. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
At the 16-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. He is in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A 1st down throw for Jackson. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter, they convert on fourth down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Jackson up top again. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
For the antidote, there's a pretty girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation.
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Ford Field. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Goff going to open up with a throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Goff to throw on 1st down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Third down and 9. To throw is Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is caught for the throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Room to run at the 35. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. A second down throw for Goff. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike. And then the beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. So 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. It's Hutch, Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 34. On play action, here's Hurts. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They run out of the gun with Barkley.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a tie ball game.
Off his foot, Mike, this ball was just never on target. He might have been hoping for it to work a little left to right, but it just didn't want to cooperate. It ends up staying wide left.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Goff. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts to the air on first down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and that will lead to a second down. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. On second down, Hurts. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Third and long for Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And he'll be taken down at the 30. On first and 10, it's Hurts. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. A first down throw for Hurts. He gets that to Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Now it's Hurts. They're called in at the 2. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up. We're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Here's Barkley. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now Hurts to the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he's got it at the 1. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Down the field, he's got St. Brown. That one's good for 29.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing here is Goff. He could not get rid of it, and down he goes. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. Gonna need a big play now, 3rd down and long. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Here is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Good blocking, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late.
That's how I be happy. Just for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud, put it on for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shiny. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16. Renegade on up, make it. Buy a trees, no love, I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random needs. The sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shiny. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. The motion man is Raymond. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Goff to throw on first down. He's got oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That's picked up by the Chiefs. Into space. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Very, very curious call. You could have just lined up for 2 and gone for it. Instead, they try this and come up empty. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A big play there on fourth down. Good for an even 20.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
It is a huge play for Detroit. 37 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now, Goff. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
14.
Goff. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. Still on the move. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs extend their advantage to 13-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. The gain of 7 brings up 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Goff to throw. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early. And
the ball comes out. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 1st catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's to the right side and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll bring up second down.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Mahomes now to throw again. This caught right side by Worthy. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On second down, Mahomes. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. They put Kelsey in motion. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Slot man in motion right. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards. 3rd and long for Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On first down, it's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On second down, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Goff leads the Lions for a two-point try.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
The motion man is Raymond. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Mahomes on first down. Open man right side is Kelsey.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now, Mahomes. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. And now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
43!
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead. So after the touchdown and the two-point conversion, the lead is 8 as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
That is brought in. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end. But in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both. And when you have him, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game is tied. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. A first down throw for Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Rice. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
A gain of 16 yards, and the Chiefs have a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Mahomes now to throw again. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here comes 2nd down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Mike, this is the right call. I know it didn't necessarily work out for them in this case, but with this little amount of time left, try to end the game in regulation. Don't force this thing to overtime. They get that 2-point play. Barring a miracle, they win. They end up coming up short, but I still think it's the right play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one.
Broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is what
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Ford Field. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.